What is going on, guys? I am Dan, aka Daniel's son, and I am breaking down and predicting what may occur in tonight's fight with Aldo versus McGregor. And oh, what an intensity it is! McGregor really throwing a lot of shots at Aldo. But let's discuss here. Now I'm going to break it down on what these two fighters have great advantages of winning. It's going to be real. Just break it down just real quick. What McGregor could really utilize to win against Aldo and what Aldo could really utilize in his strengths to win against McGregor. Let's talk Aldo first. My buddy here, Bruce Lee, is going to be McGregor. What Aldo does fantastic is his jabs. His jabs are amazing. They're quick, they're precise, they're strong, they keep the distance. I think Aldo has one of the best jabs in the UFC we ever seen. His jabs are so quick, so fast, and he utilizes them very effectively. But not only that, what's also going to give him the advantage is his leg kicks. All those leg kicks, when he hits you and he hits the outside, and he can go the inside too, but he mostly likes to focus on the outside leg kick. When he hits you, you hear it. Against Chad Mendes, the second time around, the first time around, I should say, you could really hear those kicks that he was laying down. And of course, like the Chad Mendes fight, he definitely had the knees, and he likes to throw that flying knee, and he likes to use the cage a little bit as well. And Aldo has great takedown defense. Like the Chad Mendes fight, he was able to stuff a lot of Chad Mendes' takedown. In the second fight against him, he did get taken down once, but he was so quick and has great technique. He was able to get out of that, and he's great in the clinch game as well. He's able get great to escape. Excuse me one moment. So this is how Aldo's gonna win. What I noticed though is sometimes he does move around and he bounces a little bit. He has his hands up, which is great. But what he does is he's flat footed. Now that's great for having definitely the power shots he has, because he has beautiful combinations and he really connects on most of those combinations. So the counters, when somebody hits him, he goes right at him, or he just goes right at him. He'll really use the hooks. He'll really establish the combinations, and that's where he really hurts people. He has a great uppercut as well, but I'll get to McGregor's uppercut in a minute. But with Aldo, yes, how his flat foot. I don't think he could be flat footed this time around. I think he does need to move around a little bit better, because McGregor is definitely going to utilize the surroundings. McGregor just is bouncing. He's moving. He has his stance. He's unorthodox. While Aldo, if he stands right in front of him, he's going to get hurt a lot, especially with McGregor's kicks. Now moving on to McGregor. What McGregor needs to do to win this fight is the uppercut. He could really hurt Aldo with the uppercut. What McGregor has, though, going for him is his karate-like stance and his unorthodox movement. What he does so well, though, right from the gate, he pressures his opponents. And not only that, he always throws his spinning kick. Now, when he spins and he kicks, he usually goes for the body. Sometimes he can go to the top. You don't know with this guy. This guy moves around. He uses his kicks effectively, and he uses his combinations pretty well. It's good too. But his stance, he's in a karate-like stance. What the problem with McGregor is he leaves himself open to take shots. He'll either have his hands up like this, or he'll have, let me open up, hands up like this, or I'll have him down low like Artem. So that's the problem with McGregor. Even though he definitely uses his kicks for distance, and he gets caught a couple times though. Against Chad Mendes, he really did get caught a couple of times, and especially in the ground game, he really got taken down quite a bit against a not even fully conditioned Chad Mendes. But what McGregor has is beautiful. These uppercuts, his wind-up uppercuts. When he winds it up, and he hits, it hits. Those uppercuts are so effective, so fast, and I think that's what's going to really hurt Aldo if Aldo really just stands in front of him and he doesn't really dodge and move as much. And Aldo is known to really not have the best conditioning, but against Chad Mendes too, he did go all 5 rounds and he looked pretty good. However, out of both of them, of course, I think Aldo is the most powerful, but when it comes to conditioning, McGregor is the most conditioned. Also, like I said, with McGregor, he can use his legs to distance himself. He does have a little length for him. So Aldo's a smaller kind of guy. It's going to definitely be interesting if Aldo can get inside and really connect on some of those combinations, which he can because Aldo is fast and he's very elusive as well sometimes. But with McGregor, he really, if he establishes the uppercut, I think he has a great chance of winning this fight. And he does get a nice little hooks in sometimes as well, especially the left hand. But the question is, who do I think is going to win? Both of them have definitely the tools they need to win this fight. McGregor has his kicks. He has his overall unorthodox strikes. He definitely is a ground. He knows how to work the ground as well. He's a great grappler and he has conditioning. Aldo, very powerful strikes, leg kicks. The knees are fantastic. Excuse me one moment. So Aldo definitely has what it takes to still remain champion. That's why I'm going to pick Aldo. I'm going to pick Aldo because I think he's just too fast of a guy. The combinations are really going to work. I think McGregor opens himself up way too much. However, I will not be shocked if McGregor does try to take this fight to the ground because even though Aldo has takedown defense, you don't really see. I think Aldo likes to stand up, and we'll see if all this has gotten into his head. If he doesn't fight his fight, and that's composure kind of fight, if he just rushes at McGregor, I think that's a big mistake. What Aldo likes to do is he really likes to pinpoint stuff. He really likes to go in there, see where he's going to hit, especially with the body. Aldo loves hitting the body. So I think Aldo's going to win. Barely. Not barely. I don't think this is going 5 rounds. I think it's a hard choice because both of them have such great utensils, such great weapons to use to win the fight. And I think McGregor, he has that uppercut. If he establishes that uppercut and he really throws Aldo off his game, because I don't think Aldo has faced an opponent like this before. McGregor is definitely out there. He's trying to get into his head. But not only that, his karate-like stance and his unorthodox striking and just the way he is really, I think, is going to give Aldo a little trouble. I don't think this is just going to be a blowout. I think there's definitely going to be a back and forth. But if they do exchange on the strikes, I think Aldo wins that strike battle because Aldo is just has so much power. Those kicks are so well done, and his combinations, his hooks, his right hook especially, really, really dominant. So I pick Aldo to win the fight, but that's not saying that McGregor won't do it as well. If you guys are McGregor fans, I can see him winning as well. I think the uppercut will be the key thing, and I think also if he does have a game plan to take Aldo down, and he actually does, it's going to be a very interesting fight indeed. But I think Aldo overall will win the fight. We'll see if it has got to his head, and we'll see if he's conditioned. So thank you guys for listening. Check out my live reaction for tonight. Check out also my afterthoughts of the fight tonight. It's a great night of fighting. Hopefully it's one of the best fights we've ever seen in the UFC. I'm picking my boy Aldo, but I do respect. As much as McGregor is a douchebag and he talks a lot of shit, I do think he's a great fighter. So we'll see who's the true champion tonight. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're ready for tonight. Like the video for liking and comment below. If you guys have any thoughts and everything, just let me know. And if you do have more thoughts on what might happen or occur before the fight, because it's almost here, let me know. Bye, guys. I'm Dan McGregor, son, and I'm out.